On to something totally different. It seems to me America has slowly been eroding away its own karma. And I think we may be on the verge of becoming a third world nation. That's just me. But what are your thoughts on the current state of America and our future?
Well, I'm proud to be an American. I think we should really look at what we're doing to ourselves and the planet. And I don't want to see us become a third world nation. I mean, I go over to Europe and I think to myself, these people only have their sovereignty and their freedom because of America.
Right.
But you go over there and you say, hey, I'm from California, they cheer, and you go, I'm from the United States of America, and they boo. And we've never experienced anything like that. A lot of bands are talking about this right now. We'll have to really see. I kind of believed in the Obama administration, and then when he came in the middle of a depression and had a $19 million welcoming party in, I lost it. And I haven't really seen him do anything yet. It's life-changing, at least. Allocating more troops overseas. We're spread so thin. Our dollar is going to war and everything else, and they're taking money away from schools. I mean, we're going to have to see, man, where this goes. I mean, I'm certainly not a politician, and I don't want to be. I don't think that I can run a business, but I wouldn't want to run a country. So, although I think that, I don't know, let's just say we got to look to the future, and you can't be pessimistic. You can't say, well, we're heading for a third world nation here, people. That's no way to be. I mean, you got to have something positive about it. Or you could start really thinking along the lines of what's really going to go down, which is a total police state.
Right.
I think that's going to go down. I'm into a lot of conspiracy stuff, and if you really get on the internet, you can find some stuff that'll be just quite shocking. So.
Oh, no, I'm right there with you on some of that stuff. And I was going to say this too. Rather than being a prophet of doom, you seem to be a positive voice. How do you maintain that in light of what we've been seeing nationally and globally?
Well, personally, I've been through so much negative shit in my life. Just horrible negative shit, and heard so many horrendous life stories that, you have to be glass half full kind of guy. You can't be prophet of doom. You always have to look at the brighter side, or you're not going to want to get up in the morning. So. And at some point too, man, it's like, you just want to take the blue pill, like in the Matrix. At some point you don't want to think about 2012 being the end, because man, I'd like to see 70 with grandkids and all this Americana shit that I grew up with, But we'll have to see if that's going to come to fruition for any of us. I mean, you just don't know.
Back when you and I were growing up, music really had the ability to evoke change. Like back in the 60s and 70s. Do you think music still has that ability?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Are you kidding? Yeah, absolutely. The voice of the people is with rock and roll at this point right now, and punk rock, and all of the underground art forms. And, there's certainly art has moving qualities to it, and music is art and has, the power to move people, bring people together, and tear them apart by sense of style, sense of music, and everything else. So, I tend to look for the first one, have everybody be put together by the tune.
Now, the band's name and the symbolism of the owl on the last album, a lot of supernatural stuff going on there, and I understand you've had some dealings with that in the past?
Yeah, well, I certainly have. That's all, and I stuff that should change your world, man, and you really got to go on with your life, But yes, I've had some really incredibly strange things. I mean, a lot of people have had stories of supernatural, I'm not the only one, but
right.
Fortunately, I get to write about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably bring that into your music as sort of a cathartic way of dealing with it.
Most definitely. Me, I tend to blend the working class ethic with the spiritual soldier, I mean, that's really what you got to be right now, especially in this day and age.
You guys did a cover of Iron Maiden's Wasted Years for Kerrang, which ended up as a bonus track on the extended edition of Prey. Did Kerrang ask you to do that song, or did you get to pick which one?
We got to pick that one. There were certain tracks that were open.
Right.
And that one, because of the lyrics, really just being on tour is what it's all about. It was perfect for me. That's all I've known is tour. I don't sleep very well at home. I sleep better in a bunk. Let's face it, I'm a road dog at this point, and it's going to be like that for quite a long time, I believe. So.
Right. Well, and I know you have a hard time singing other people's lyrics. What other?
Very difficult. I mean, when I did Shock the Monkey back in the day with my old band with Ozzy, we never played that song live because it was just. I like to be able to evoke some emotion. There's no way I could evoke emotion into someone else's tune. And we've never played the Iron Maiden tune live either. I want to be able to evoke the true emotion of it, and I don't know how. I mean, I can get behind the lyrics. Obviously, we did the song, but I don't know about throwing it into a set.
Gotcha. Was there a close second of Maiden that you almost did?
Well, we did Motorhead Ace of Spades for the first year, but that band changed my world, and I used to cover that song in my whole life with different bands I've been in and different people I jammed with. So at that point, we only had one record out, and the whole record in its entirety was 42 minutes. So we had to put something in there.